Hello everybody, welcome to another video of Crossover. Today we are going to be talking about trials and like the ways that the devil likes to attack you, or like some ways that the devil likes to attack you, and who he attacks really. That's the main thing that we're going to be talking about. So, I'm not going to waste any time. We're just going to hop right into it, right into the first verse. The first verse that we have is James 1, verse 12. God blesses those who patiently endure testing and temptation. Afterwards, they will receive the crown of life that God has promised to those who love Him. So, what this verse is saying is you patiently endure testing, temptations, anything that the devil will throw your way, like temptations. The devil will throw temptations at you. You patiently endure them. God throws tests at you. God throws trials at you. You patiently endure them. And God says that He will bless you and you will get the crown of life. And the crown of life is something that you get once you die. You know, you go to heaven or hell, whichever respective place that you have decided to go. But if you want to go to heaven, you accept God. If you don't want to go to heaven, which I don't know why you wouldn't want to go to heaven, and I guess you just don't accept God. But I don't know why you wouldn't want to go to heaven, because heaven is such a wonderful place, without pain, without sorrow, without any of that how should I say this? Without any of the horrible stuff that goes on here on earth. You know? None of that goes on in heaven. Everything is perfect in heaven. You have a perfect body. You have perfect health. Nobody gets sick. Nobody gets hurt. Nobody gets upset. Nobody gets mad at each other. And everybody is just worshiping God and having a good time. So, with that being said, next verse. The next verse that we have is Romans 12, verse 12. Rejoice in our confident hope. Be patient in trouble and keep on praying. What this verse is saying is be patient in trouble. It's literally as it says. Be patient in trouble and keep on praying. So, when something is thrown at you, you know, when you're going through trouble, you know, when you're, you know, just being beat down, you know, seems like life is just not going your way. You know, life is never going to go your way, it seems. You know, it seems like you do one thing, and another wall just pops up in front of your face. You know, you break down that wall, another wall just pops in your face, and it's like, okay, when is this gonna end? You know, when am I going to see freedom? You know, when am I going to get out of this? You know, and the answer is, you can't really get out of it. You know, there's always going to be walls, there's always going to be difficulties, there's always going to be something opposing you. Either on earth or in the spiritual realm that's going to be opposing you. And that doesn't want you to achieve what you are trying to achieve. So, God is saying, be patient in trouble. And keep on praying. The way that you can get what you want, or the way that you can get a door to open, I should say. You know, if you were to knock on a door. So, actually, let me rephrase this. If you go up to your neighbor, or to your neighbor's house, and you knock on their door, what's going to happen? Either they're going to open it, or they're not going to answer. But, if you keep on knocking, and keep on knocking, and keep on knocking, eventually they're going to answer, because eventually they're going to get annoyed and they're going to be like, okay, what in the world do you want? So just keep on knocking and the door will be opened. Keep on praying and those walls in your life will eventually go down. Doesn't mean is that there isn't going to be another one, but keep on praying and the wall that you are facing will go down. And it doesn't mean is that, you know, a wall will instantly appear in your face. Sometimes that is the case. Sometimes it isn't. Sometimes you break down a wall, your life is okay for a little, and then boom, a wall pops up. Problem pops up. The last verse that we have is Psalm 34, verse 17 through 18. The Lord hears his people when they call to him for help. He rescues them from all their troubles. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted. He rescues those whose spirits are crushed. So, what this is basically saying is, he hears you. God hears when you are crying to him for help. And God will rescue you from any trouble that you are having. But, he says that you need to ask him. You need to call to him. He's not just going to be like, oh, you're in trouble, I'm instantly going to help you. He's not going to do that. He wants you to ask him. And this thing, the knocking thing, also applies to this as well. Keep on praying. Keep on knocking. It's not like God is going to instantly save you. It's not like God is going to instantly help you. You have to keep on asking him for help. It's not always going to happen instantly. That is what a lot of people need to get. It's not going to happen instantly. But God will help you if you ask. But you need to continue to ask. Continue until you get it. See, now, you guys are probably wondering, what if, someone's in the hospital, you pray for healing, but the healing never happens. Well, think about it like this. Are they Christian? Did they put their faith in God? If you answered yes, then God did heal them. They may not be on the earth anymore, but their soul is in heaven and their body is completely healthy. Like nothing even existed in them in the first place. Like no sickness, no cancer, no tumor, nothing even existed in their body. Like everything is all new. And they're all healthy. God did heal them. Not in the way that you may have thought, but he did. And if you're answering they didn't, or they didn't accept Christ into their life, then sadly the only other thing that could have happened was they've gone to hell, which is not a good place at all. And that is why we give everybody an opportunity at the end of every video to give their life to God. Because we want to save as many people as possible from having to deal with torture and torment in hell for eternity. It seems better to accept Jesus, go to heaven, and live in a constant, joyful state for all eternity. And eternity is forever. Forever is infinite. Some people don't think that that's better. Some people just don't want to accept Christ into their life. But at the end of this video, we are going to make an opportunity for all of you guys to accept Jesus Christ into your life. Here's the thing about the devil. The devil wants to get as many people into hell as possible. He wants to cause as much pain and grief to God as he can. And how he can do that is by getting as many people into hell as he can. Here's the thing about God. God cannot be anywhere near sin. Now you're probably wondering, then why did God create sin? He didn't. He gave people free will. He gave people free will, and Satan, aka Lucifer, just happened to have this free will to want to oppose God, thinking that he could be better than God, but it's obvious that didn't work out too well, and God said, oh, okay, you want to think you're better than me? I'm going to just make a place for you where you can stay with your sin. And now he's trying to get back at him and take us with him. But God is trying to make it so that we don't have to deal with that. So that we don't have to go there. Hell was not made for people. Hell was made for Satan and his demons. Hell was not made for us. Heaven was made for us. Not hell. So it pains God when he has to send someone to hell. Because he cannot be near sin. He is so holy. It even says in the Bible, that the holy tents or the holy sanctuaries, those little tents that have the two rooms kind of, the outside, and then you go into the tent, and then you got, the bread, and they got all the stuff in there, and then they got the second room, which is the holy room, like the really holy room, like the sacred room. And that room had the Ark of the Covenant of God. And nobody was able to go in there but the pastors, or how do I say this?
Priests.
The priests, yeah. And anybody who went in there that sinned, or even had a sinful thought in their head, would just drop down dead. Because they cannot be near God when they have sin. That's why before they go in there, they have to make a burnt offering to make up for all their sins. And what the devil is trying to do is he is trying to get as many people as he can. But here's the thing about the devil. He wants to try to destroy your life. He wants to destroy your life and make your life as miserable as possible. So, what God tries to do is he builds you up. He builds your building, aka your life. He builds it up, and what the devil tries to do is he tries to destroy it. See, now the devil can't destroy an already destroyed building. He can't destroy an already destroyed life. Someone's life that's already messed up, the devil isn't going to attack them. That is why, as a Christian, you get attacked more. Because the devil has no reason to attack someone who's already messed up. He's just wasting time if he even tries. What he's trying to do is he's trying to get us, people who are with God, people whose buildings are built up in God. But the devil wants to destroy that. Since our buildings are built, or being built, the devil wants to destroy it. You can destroy a built building, but you can't destroy an already destroyed building. It's simple logic. It makes sense. I mean, come on, if you're gonna... You don't ever see anybody that goes into a construction site to destroy an already destroyed building. That people are gonna look at you like, what in the world are you doing? This building's already destroyed. Why are you destroying it again? That's the same with the devil. The devil is not going to attack or destroy an already destroyed building because he has no reason. With that all being said, Josiah, would you like to give us the verse of this week?
The verse of this week is from James chapter 4, verse 7. So humble yourselves before God, resist the devil, and he will flee from you. This is saying, if you resist the devil, he can't touch your building, meaning is that he can't destroy your building in any way.
Yeah. Now, if that touched you in any way, or maybe you want your building to be built, you want your life to be built up, you want to go to heaven, then I want you to say this prayer with us. Dear Lord, I thank you for all that you have done I thank you for the good and the bad, dear Lord, because I know that everything works for your good. And dear Lord, I pray that you watch over me throughout all my days. I pray that you build up my building, dear Lord. And I want you to take the wheel of my life, dear Lord, because my life is no longer mine. I've realized that everything that I've tried to do never goes right. So dear Lord, guide me and help me throughout my life. Show me the path that I need to take. Dear Lord, I believe that you sent your Son, Jesus Christ, on the cross to die for my sins. I believe that with all my heart. In Jesus' name, amen. If you said that prayer, congratulations. Welcome to the family of God. And if you'd like to stay up to date with everything that we're doing, like, subscribe, do all that. And I think that's it. So, have a wonderful, blessed night or day. And we thank you guys so much for watching this video. It means a lot to us. It really does. And yeah, goodbye. And we'll see you guys next week.